This game I'm going to be testing now, trying out AD Evelynn in the jungle. The only reason that I'm trying this out instead of AP is because of the new Triforce. I feel like with a 2.0 ratio on the Sheen proc, it might be pretty strong. I'm still going to start out the game with the standard route of buying Elder Lizard, because that item's just too good not to get on Evelynn. It gives you a huge power spike when you get it. And then instead of getting Sorcerer Shoes, I'm going to, since a lot of your damage comes from your auto attacks as well, Sorcerer Shoes isn't entirely the most efficient pick you can get. But at the same time, now there's Berserker Grooves. So I'm probably going to stick to Boost Mobility or Merc Treads, or even Tabby, depending on how the game goes. And after that I'll build into the Triforce, starting off with Sheen for more damage, and a bit more mana, which is important on Evelynn, because if you're going to be giving your second blue buff to mid lane, which I probably will do because it's Nidalee, Evelynn runs out of mana pretty quick if you can't utilise a passive for long enough. Because you're not going to be staying stealth constantly. If you're going through the jungle farming, you're not going to be in stealth very long. You're only going to really be in stealth running between camps and like long distances between camps, or when it comes to ganking. And then I'll get the Phage afterwards for a little bit of survivability, and then I'll finish off the Triforce. But they do have a bit of an unusual comp. It's basically a Cogmore with a load of peel. I mean, if they play properly, I doubt anyone's going to get near Cogmore this game, because none of us have any real gap closers. Like, I'm going to get spotted before I can even get near Cogmore in teamfights. But we'll go about that when we get to it. Hate when my mouse does that. I'm picking up my Q just because there's almost no situation where anything else is going to be stronger. Yeah, I've never been able to do that ward. I don't blame her for trying. The advantage we're going to take their red buff now is just because we have vision of this little area here. Oh, well, it's going to run out now. Never mind. Oh, Caitlyn, not going to help. Oh, she doesn't need to. I love having a Janna on my team. Oh, have they lane swapped? Yeah, they're doing a lane swap. That's actually a good idea for them. The only reason that's a good idea is because a Cogmore Leona lane's really easy to stomp in a 2v1, but in a 2v2, they're both pretty weak champions during lane phase. Well, I can't say Leona's a weak champion during lane phase, but she relies on really good follow-up, and Cogmore early game isn't the best for that. Anyway, so they have a Nasus jungle who has his blue buff, but he hasn't got our red. He's coming to red now. Like, but I'm a higher level than him, so I can wait for him. See? So I should be able to 1v1 him. So we had to flash. And this should be a free kill for Shen. Should be. Has he got him? That was really good. I don't want to go there actually, it's not worth risking, giving away double buffs. So that's put us really far ahead. To give first blood to a 2v1 lane is massive for us, so it's very unlikely that their AD carry is going to get fed, because he's probably not going to be able to snowball off Shen now. And now Nasus jungle has no blue buff, and he lost the XP because he only got his blue buff and nothing else. Because look at his farm, he's literally only had his blue camp. So he's really far behind on CS. He's not going to be able to farm properly because he has no blue buff to spam anything. So he's going to have a really tough time. So the attempt to invade by him was a really bad idea. I don't understand why he didn't just steal my red buff after the invade. Maybe it's because he thought it was too obvious. But still. Right now, I'm going to try and help Nidalee out because she's a little bit behind, and we are nice. That's actually a really good spear. But we don't want an Akali to get snowballing. It doesn't matter how well our lanes do if an assassin like Akali can just roam around and destroy everyone, basically. Oh, that's good, that's good. It's good that she wasted a shroud. Because that means that if I gank, or if she walks into me when I try and gank. Okay, her flash is down. So that wasn't very smart by her to face check that bush. She just ended up blowing her own flash, so I've not done anything special this game. I've just kind of took advantage of enemies' mistakes up to now. And you can see how far that's got me. We got our 2v1 lane. First blood and blue buff. I got 3 buffs, and we forced out an Akali's flash early on. That was good, that was a really good song. There we go. Alright, no, that was really good. Shen timed his taunt perfectly. He waited for Kog'Maw to get in range of the tower and then taunted him. So Kog'Maw took 2 tower hits during that fight, which gave us a massive advantage. If that never happened, Kog'Maw probably would have survived long enough to kill Shen. But that was just really well played by Shen. I'll just buy these right now. But yeah, Shen now has a kill and assist, so I can't see him losing lane now. Like, I doubt he's gonna win lane, but at least Kog'Maw won't get fed. He should be able to hold his own without an issue. So now I want to focus my attention on mid lane. Top lane's fine, bot lane's fine because it's a 2v1. And wow, that was really nice. Oh, shit. Damn, she didn't even need my help. Okay, this is the perfect situation for a jungler. I don't need to do anything, I can do whatever I want. And there's an example, their Nasus bot lane, I can just freely take his blue buff. Because he's too busy helping out Jace. So he's not got any control of his jungle. So this 2v1 lane swap is really bad for their team up to now. Like, it was a good idea, but they didn't follow it up very well. I can understand the reasoning behind doing it, but they got put way too far behind for it to have been worth it. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about taking his red yet, because I want to make sure Nidalee gets blue buff. Because Nidalee's already winning lane as it is. And Nidalee with a blue buff, I very much doubt she can even lose lane when she's ahead. There we go. Okay, so that's been pink warded. So that's warded until 11:11. So I have to lane gank if I go top. See, and Shen noticed that as well, he pinged it out. I should be able to take... Oh shit, Nasus. Okay. That is really good for me. Nasus burnt his flash. And I still got... Oh no, Nidalee died. How did that happen? Okay, I was kind of lucky that he didn't bother trying to smite. If I was Nasus, I would have just carried on taking the buff and then either gone for the kill or just left. Right, I'm gonna need to go mid lane now. Top lane? Holy shit, he just got red buff. Nice job. So yeah, this Shen's doing really well. Like, he's getting out farmed a lot, but that's sort of expected. But he's doing good to keep himself in it up to now. In case you hadn't noticed, I'm bad at CSing under turret. Especially with the jungler. But yeah, I can come up top now. I'm gonna clear out my red camp, and then come top. I'm gonna do a lane gank. Otherwise that turret's gonna die if I don't. I've got my ult up. Shen can taunt. Go, go, go. There we go, this is a double kill. Shen might die though. Yeah, he did. Okay, that was a double kill for me. We still came out ahead. Well, except for the tower, but that was going to go down regardless. So, Shen got 2 assists out of that. And I feel like I'm lagging. Right, I'm not going to push this lane, because Shen needs to be able to farm. I'm just going to last it. And Nidalee is getting trashed now, which is not good. I'll just start taking my jungle now, because I can't go mid at this health. Yeah, I can't help that. Nasa's bot lane though. But look, I'm level 8, Nasa's level 6. That was the early game coming into effect. About him only getting one of his buffs and getting first blooded. Like, there's nothing he could do about it. I think she'll be able to just shroud away, but it's worth a shot. She probably should have saved that tornado. Never mind. There's nothing we can do about that. We could take dragon though. Though I need the rest of the team to come down. Oh god, I don't know what to think about this. I'm sort of stuck here, for now. So. Okay, that was really bad of me. I tried to leave the kill for Caitlyn to get, but yeah, you can see how that worked out. That just ended up in Akali surviving long enough to be able to get a kill onto Janna. And we're losing turrets out of this, so this is not good at all. Like, sure, we're picking up kills, but we're losing global gold overall. So this is really well played by their team. They're taking advantage of the fact that we're so scattered. And we really need to be able to take dragon. There's Cogmore, and I think Leona's still in there. I'll just wait for these guys to come down. Yeah, there's Leona. Alright, let's take it. I have no smite up, so... Pop a pot. And Janna should not have used a tornado. She should have saved that for in case someone came to try and smite steal it. Yeah, she's right, this is very risky. I kind of expected Caitlyn to show up, though. Pull it out. Dude, pull it out. Never mind. It's fine. Right, Akali is the problem now. Now I've got to smite up, conveniently. Good timing. Yeah, Akali's the only one doing well on the team. Cogmore's farmed. He's got pretty good CS actually. But that's expected considering he was in a 2v1 lane. And I'm forgetting what I need to build already. Phage Triforce. And then a ward. I really need to put consumables in her. Into my custom sets, so I don't end up wasting so much time. I should have been able to buy stuff and leave straight away. Now Shen has to back off. There's no way he'll be able to survive that. So Nasus is free farming bot with Cogmore. So he's getting the XP that he needs. Like, he's still behind, but he's gonna be better off than he was before. But at the same time, Caitlyn got to free farm mid lane as well. She's level 9 at the moment, Cogmore's level 9. And she's winning on CS and kills, so our Caitlyn's ahead. So, like I said, the only issue on their team is going to be Akali. And the only reason I'm not warding deep into their jungle and trying to steal Nasus buffs again is because it's way too risky with Akali this fed. If she jumps on me and kills me and gets double buffs off of me, that's it. She can do whatever she wants for the next few minutes. I'm just trying to push the lane out because we haven't got... If this lane's been pushed out, we don't have any vision around here. So unless I place a ward in the middle of the lane, then we won't have any vision around here, and people can just freely cross between the river, and we wouldn't even know. So it's all about just having as much map vision as you can provide. And that's what people need to remember. Wards aren't the only source of vision. Towers are, and so are minions. And traps, I guess. Nidalee traps, Caitlyn traps, Teemo mushrooms. But vision is always a key part of winning any game. So that's why when you take objectives, towers are always more important than dragons for that reason. You get a vision advantage. You get to take control of their jungle. Being able to push the lanes is always an advantage because let's say for example you want to go for Baron. If mid and top lane are pushed towards your turret, you have no vision around there and there. So anyone can show up and start a fight at Baron, and then you'll likely lose because of the Baron debuff being on your entire team. So that is the importance of vision. You can never go wrong. Okay, that was really good by Janna. She threw a pink ward in as soon as Akali jumped in. So that was really well played by Janna to throw that pink ward down and to be keeping hold of it that entire time. That was a good flash taunt as well. Okay, this is really good. Okay, we can't get this. Unless he wants to tank something. He's gonna tank? Okay, yeah, we can get it. Okay, that's fine, we burnt his flash. Dude, stop. We got his flash. I'm gonna go push bot lane. Yeah, that pink ward was the only reason Caitlyn managed to survive, and the only reason we managed to get enough damage down onto Cogmore to get the kill with the flash taunt. So, Janna's ward just kind of set that entire play in motion. Yep, she's right. You should always have a pink ward when you're playing against an Akali, and this is very bad for me. So I'm going to pop my flash and a pot. She also used her flash. Right, that was stupid of me to be able to get killed anyway. Wait, Nidalee's not here? Oh no, Nidalee left. Well, considering we're doing this well without Nidalee, I'm kind of impressed. But yeah, back to what I was saying. That was really dumb of me to get caught there. And I shouldn't have died. But honestly, burning my flash for Akali's flash is fine by me. She needs flash a hell of a lot more than I do, because I have my W to escape, I have my slow on my ultimate. Whereas she just has a shroud. And if Janna keeps doing what she does with pink wards, the shroud's not going to do anything. So, yeah, she got a shut down on me. That was the worst part. Both flashes being burnt, though, was good for us. Okay, there's Leona in there. We have no vision up this hot part of the map. And top lane's getting split pushed by Akali. So, I'll see if she keeps pushing. If she does, I'm going to go up. If not, I'm going to stick mid. Because the issue is now, yeah, she's staying top. Yeah, okay, there goes Nidalee. So they should be fine in mid lane only because they have a lot of disengage. Shen can taunt away, Janna can use her tornado and her ult, and Caitlyn can use her E. I'm not going to fight her when her shroud's up because I'm just going to lose. Now if I had a pink ward on the other hand, I would have been fine. But now I know Shen's coming up, so I'm just going to carry her around. I'm probably going to die. Yeah, I died. That was badly played by me. I was sort of hoping she wouldn't have stuck around for so long, or she wouldn't have been so close by. So that was just stupid play by me, but honestly, I'm perfectly fine with that. We got 3 assists, we got 2 assists, and we got Caitlyn a kill. So, I played that badly, but Caitlyn made it all okay. And Shen's taunt was really good. So I'm going to learn from that, and I'm going to pick up my pink ward for the next time I end up going into a fight with Akali. And then when I spawn, I'm just going to run bot lane to pick up that farm. Okay, Kate can get this farm. That's fine. I'll go take our blue then. Shen, take red if you want it. It's very risky to take dragon right now. Need to pull it out first. I'm not too bothered with doing it this time because I've got Smite up. And we've got vision everywhere except for through bot lane. Okay, so there we go. We got drag. So this is good, we've got every single dragon in this game. Okay, there's a ward there for 3 minutes until 2350. I'm just saying that because people won't understand what I'm on about, and I just saw Cogmore and Nasus coming to me, so... Welcome back, Nidalee. We missed you. So they've got a ward down there. They placed that down a bit late. I'll let Caitlyn go down there and help out, while I just push mid out. The thing with going and trying to hold a lane with Evelynn is you lose the whole... When you're not on the map as Evelynn, you've got pressure on the entire map. So if I go and hold a lane, everyone on their team knows exactly where I am. So nobody's scared of me coming to gank them. Because everybody has to think in the back of their mind, okay, Evelynn's not on the map. Where could she be? She could be ganking me right now. And then, realistically, they might not play as aggressive. That would be the hope with Evelynn. That's what makes her so strong in solo queue. Now we know Jace is here, but we can easily kill him if we need to. But I'm just going to completely ignore him and take this turret. Because I know that if we end up starting a fight with him, Shen will end up taking the turret aggro just because he's got some fire cape. And he'll be the one to initiate with the taunt. So I wasn't trying to do anything special there, I just wanted to get the turret and get out. We get a lot of global gold and we get a lot of vision as well. Well, a lot of vision. They lose a lot of vision, which is just as good. Now I'm going to stick mid and hold this turret. And hopefully not die to the Akali, because I've just used my pink ward over there. So I don't have a pink ward for fighting Akali. Yeah, shit, that was bad. Okay. So she used 1 charge for her ultimate, she still has 2. Although I'm going to need help, because I'm going to die here if these guys decide to initiate on me. I can't hold this off myself. I can try to. But Akali can do shit like that. And Shen is a boss. Okay, I'm not going to run in there. I'm going to keep my distance, because I don't know where she is, and she can easily just jump out and kill me. Okay, her shroud's gone. I shouldn't be doing this, I should just leave. I'm going to run back to this turret, only because from that shroud she could have very easily just went around here, gone down there. Oh no, never mind, there's a ward there, but it doesn't hurt to be safe. Yeah, that's a good job by Nidalee. She's behind, so she needs all the money she can get. And now I've got Triforce, which is really useful. I get a massive damage spike now that I've got Triforce, just because of the new Triforce. Instead of giving a 1.5 AD ratio on the Sheen proc, it now gives a 2.0. 200% of your base attack damage on hit. And being able to use that every single time I use my hate spikes, I think it's got a 2-second cooldown on it, on the Sheen proc. But hang on, we'll just go straight in for Jace. Shen could have easily landed a taunt, so I just went straight in for that. The reason I didn't use my W earlier is because I didn't want Jace to know I was there. If he saw me, he would have backed off a lot earlier and Shen might not have landed the taunt. Now our entire team's here, we have a really good siege comp, just because of Caitlyn and Janna, and then Nidalee can poke people down from a distance anyway, so we can do, this is really good for us. I'm just going to back off a little bit. Oh shit, I'm dead. That was really badly played by me. I shouldn't have been on the turret. I should have let Shen stay there and just kept my distance and waited for Akali to jump on us. That way I could peel off for Caitlyn. But it's fine. Our team's fed enough as it is. My death for that is good enough. Because when you play an assassin like maybe not Evelynn in particular, but a simple rule when it comes to assassins is what you want to do is, if the enemy AD carry's fed, you want to assassinate them. If your AD carry's fed, you protect them. It's that simple. That's a very dumbed down way of knowing what you should do. Anyway, my next item is going to be a Blade of the Ruined King. So I'm going to get the longsword to build into the Vamp Scepter and pick up another ward. And then I'm going to throw my green ward down onto Baron. The reason I'm throwing the green ward down is because, again, I want to keep hold of the pink ward to take care of Akali if she shows up. Because if we end up having a team fight that Janna isn't in, we don't have a pink ward to throw down. Because I know if Akali jumps on me, even if I have vision of her through the shroud, she's still going to be able to kill me. But just keeping hold of it for my team is really important. Another thing I did badly in that team fight as well is I knew that I was going to die. So what I tried to do was I tried to use my W and then my flash to try and get out. What I should have done is realised, okay, I'm going to die regardless. They've got a lot of CC on me. There's no chance I'm getting out of this. So what I should have done was just drop my ult. That would have let me survive for a little bit longer because it would have given me the bonus shield that comes from it. I could have survived a little bit longer, put a little bit more damage down, and then I'll slow the entire team in the process. Now the only reason I took this instead of giving it to Nidalee is because I don't really want to risk her dying with it. I know that's a bit hypocritical for me to say since I've been dying a lot recently, but I feel like I'm a lot more likely to survive considering she's level 10 and I'm level 15. Now I'm letting everyone ward around and scout everything while I wait for Dragon to come up, because we know that it's going to be up within the next minute because Janna timed it, so it'll be in 1 minute, so that's around 26:48. And we don't want to go all in here, so we don't know where the rest of their team is, because there's Akali. Okay, pink ward down. Now drop my ult. Yeah, that was really badly played. We should have known that Akali was shown. Oh my god, Nidalee. Okay, that was really well. Wait, Nidalee's on a rampage. Okay, she's doing amazing. Considering she's been gone for so long. Yeah, and that's well played by Shen as well. Like, we lost that fight, but we didn't lose it as hard as we could have. Nidalee and Shen pulled it back for us. I'm going to pick up another pink ward. And Dragon's still up. So we still have a bit of a control, but We've been grouping so much recently, realistically we need to be winning team fights like that. Because we're not winning team fights like that, we need to start split pushing instead. And that was really well played by Janna, because she stalled him out long enough for me to get her and to get the kill. She blew her tornado, her slow, and her ultimate to keep Nasus from taking the tower. Because Nasus hadn't took the tower, he's going to stick around longer, so then he can take the tower. And that gave me enough time to show up and to kill him. And then now that we know that their jungle is dead, we can safely do Dragon without risk of it being smite stolen. So, that was really well played by Janna. This Janna is really good. I'm not entirely sure if this is her thought process, but regardless, she's doing an amazing job. Okay, I don't think he got vision of me there. Yeah, neither of them can see me now. I think what we want to do is just try and push the lanes in a little bit. But I need the rest of the team to be with me. If I've not got Janna and or Caitlyn with me, there's no chance of me pushing a lane. Especially when Jace is there. And there's a fight going on top lane by the looks of it. Okay, their entire team's there, so we don't have to worry about the fog of war. We can just run straight up top. And we should be able to kill her. I'm assuming she's realised that we're coming up, so she's trying to back off, but she's dead. That's a good tone by Shin. And now, we want to be grouping up back mid now. And Nasus got himself caught. That was really greedy by Nasus. Okay, so we burnt his flash for nothing. I don't want to run around here because the rest of their team's just moved into the fog of war. And now, they have a Nasus who has to back, and they don't have their Akali. If they don't have their Akali, they probably can't win teamfights unless we mess up really bad. So, we can just push now. That was bad of me, I shouldn't have gotten hit by that. And Shen's split pushing as well, so... Ah, damn it, that was really badly played by me. I got CC'd before I could get my ultimate off on Kog'Maw, so Kog'Maw survived, but that Shen ult was really good. Anyway. And realistically, I should be trying to save my W for when I get withered by Nasus or slowed by Kog'Maw Z. Or maybe even a Akali Shroud if the rest of them aren't there. But we can get a free inhibitor here. And then after this, in my opinion, we need to rotate around and get top lane. That'll be our best option. The reason top lane instead of... the reason I'm getting top lane instead of bot lane is because this will give us a lot more Baron control. We're 30 minutes in, both teams are fully capable of taking Baron. So by taking this tower, we have more vision. Well, we don't have more vision, again. They have less vision around this area. So we can freely place wards throughout this jungle, and we have a lot more control of Baron. So we are more likely to be able to win Baron fights, because we can catch people off guard. So everyone needs to back now, because bot lane's pushing in. Oh, Nidalee's got that, but anyway. Everyone must have a lot of gold out of all that. So... here we go. Instead of buying the next piece of that, I'm going to get home guards and pick up 2 pink wards. And I'm just going to rush to my red buff and take it, because this has been up for a long time. It's just that there's been so much going on through pushing mid lane and going to top lane that I've not really had a chance to go take it. And I want Nidalee to take blue, because she's doing really well now and I want her to be able to spam spears. Like, she's completely made up for the fact that she DC'd. And I'd much rather her take it. Go to Baron. Unless we kill Akali. Akali's a massive risk, so... it's not worth trying to take Baron unless she's dead, because she can just instantly destroy our Caitlyn. Okay. Here. That was bad by me. Right, yeah, this is really bad. Okay. Akali got exhausted, which is really useful, because that means we can peel her off, and she has Zhonya's. Which, yeah, okay, that was very badly played by us. That was extremely greedy. And I forgot to use my cutlass. We got really greedy. So we saw Leona open, we thought, okay, that's a free kill. What we didn't take into account is we didn't have vision of anything over here, which means Akali could jump out from the side, Jace jumped out from the side, and just destroyed us, and now they're gonna get Baron off that. So this is why you need to try and play a bit safer. Just because you've got an advantage does not mean you can do whatever you want. It doesn't mean you can just walk in and roll all over their team, because the tides can turn at any point. Although one advantage we have is we have super minions mid lane, top lane's pushing, bot lane's pushing. So yeah, they've got Baron, but we have a hell of a lot more map control than them. So what I'm going to do is, instead of saving these pink wards, I'm just going to scatter them around the map, hope that we end up fighting around one of them. Because Janna's going to be keeping all of her oracles anyway. So if we can keep all of their jungle warded, then... Oh, here we go, here's a ward. If we can keep all of their jungle warded, we'll avoid situations like that where we get caught into a 3v5 situation when trying to go aggressive on someone. Alright, I don't know where Akali's top. Okay, that's fine. I see that their three main sources of damage aren't in a position to fight me. So if Nass or Leona show up there as I ward, it's not that big of a threat because I can easily just W away and run off. Anyway, I'm going to go bot lane. Kog'Maw has a Bork and an Naiad. I think I should be able to kill him in a 1v1, but he's backed off anyway, so I'm just going to push the lane. I don't want to push it too far though, because as you can see, Nass is coming down and we don't have vision of anyone else, except for Jace now, but I don't want to take the risk of pushing even further than getting caught, just like we did earlier. It's not worth the risk, because they're starting to come back into the game now. And I'm just going to pick Dragon. I'm going to start it by myself, but I want the rest of my team to collapse in case they know that we're doing this. If they have a time on it, they might try and show up and take it as well. So I just want to make sure the rest of my team's here to protect me if somebody does show up. And I didn't even smite there. Like, that was pretty bad. If Nass was there, he probably would have got that. Okay, I'm just going to back off and go around this way. It's not worth me getting caught. Anyway, we've got... Akali's got GA. We kind of have an advantage in this fight because Shen has his ult. Jace doesn't have anything to get into this fight. So we might be able to start a fight here. And as long as we can peel Akali off of Caitlyn, then we might be able to win. Playing against a Nass is pretty irritating for Evelynn because he can just throw his Spirit Fire in the middle of this and it will hit me. And then it'll reveal my stealth. Okay, Shen's with us now, so this is a regular 5v5, so I very much doubt we can win this. I'm just going to run back to base to get some health back. I have home guard so I can get straight back into the fight. Need to take into account bot lane's pushing pretty hard too, and Akali's gone top, and Nasus. So these guys are doing a good job of taking advantage of how strong they are right now. Because without Shen, our team's really squishy. Akali can jump onto any of us except for Shen and ruin us basically. That was another mistake by me. But we got Kog'Maw, but we lost Caitlyn in the process. But we lost me as well. So that was entirely my fault. And Shen's there now. There's nothing he can do about this. This might be game over. It probably is. There's not really too much you can do about this. It's a shame, we did well early game as well. And this might have gone differently if Nidalee was still here the entire time, but we can't just blame her for it. She still did well even though she was so far behind. Okay, I'm up, Caitlyn's up, we have a chance. Game over. That was a shame. Okay, I feel like AD Evelynn has potential, but she just doesn't have the security that AP Evelynn has. Because Because look at my core build. That's 4k gold. That's 3.5k gold. That's a very expensive build. And for what? I'm really squishy. I don't have the AP to scale with my ultimate, so my shield isn't going to be as strong. And yeah, I just don't think it's that strong of a build, to be honest. I mean, I've only tried it twice, granted, and I think it could work on specific team comps, but in that game it wasn't that great. It's a shame. We played really well early game. We took advantage of the enemy's mistakes. Like, the first blood kind of set the entire game in motion for us. Shen got an advantage in a 2v1 situation, and I ended up getting 3 buffs out of it. Their jungler got set really far behind, because he'd only gotten 1 buff, and then he lost it immediately. So Nas was running around trying to clear the jungle with no buffs at level 2. About 5 minutes into the game. So we had everything for an amazing game there, but Kog'Maw just scaled too hard and I kept getting caught by a Carly. So yeah, that game definitely could have gone better. But by all means it didn't exactly go that badly.